2024 has been a very crazy year for Kivo Gari mix. It has taken Ghana by storm and has quickly become a staple item on the Ghanaian market, establishing a position in Ghanaian homes, workplaces, and schools as a non-negotiable, especially for high school students. Kivo Gari Mix appears to have unlocked the secret to becoming a fast-rising Ghanaian brand, largely driven by exceptional quality of their products and the power of word-of-mouth marketing. This was best captured in a sentiment shared by one LinkedIn user after the announcement of Mohammed Kudus as brand ambassador for the product in 2024. I just saw that Ghana's very own Mohammed Kudus is now the brand ambassador for Kivo Gari Mix. Do you think a brand that speaks for itself really needs a brand ambassador when there's still so much untapped market potential? For a brand that is barely 2 years old to be said to speak for itself, it is a clear testament that Kivo has done several things right. From its strong visual language, incredible quality, and delivering value for money, let me tell you how Kivo Gari Mix has become a household name in Ghana and how it could soon become one of the biggest brands in Africa. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Francis, OF only for the fans, and I make weekly videos about topics, ideas, and events I find interesting. So if that's your type of content, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates. So with that out of the way, make yourself a cup of Kivo Gari Mix, sit back and enjoy as I tell you about the genius of this brand. And this is what I like to call the iicification of Gari. But to truly appreciate the feat and understand the hype around Kivo Gari, I will have to tell you a brief history about the origins of Gari. The origins of Gari trace back to the introduction of cassava, which is also known as manioc or yuca by the Portuguese in the 16th century. It quickly became a staple food due to its ability to thrive in tropical climates and its resistivity to pests and diseases. But one downside of cassava was it was highly perishable, so various methods arose to try and help preserve it. And eventually, Gari emerged as one of the most effective ways to store cassava for an extended period. And the rest, as they say, is history. Its versatility, being consumed with water, soups, as part of a variety of meals like eba, and its affordability contributed to its widespread popularity. Gari became the backbone of so many African homes. A sizable amount of Gari is always stored somewhere just in case of dark times. But some people also enjoy Gari genuinely and like to have it daily. If you're going to be honest, Gari is regarded by many as a poor man's food and is only turned to in times of need when finances are running low. But not just homes. Blue-collar workers depend on various combinations of Gari with other combinations like beans, soups, and more for their daily sustenance. One extremely huge market for Gari in Africa is high school and boarding students. Almost every high school student has some amount of Gari stored in their chop box or trunk. And this is a strategic move meant to help the students survive during the hard times in SHS, which are known as Hala Week. During this time, all the provisions and supplies the students have would have been exhausted and they would only be left with their Gari, with their shito, and maybe some sugar and granite. So at this point, the Gari would always be there sitting in the corner of the box waiting to be used and combined with some shito ketchup to help the students survive the period of time until their next supply. But one of the combinations which is the easiest and only needs water to make is Gari soaking. Gari soakings has held Ghanaians down more than any government or any superpower in the history of time. The simplicity of pouring Gari into a cup, adding some water and sugar with the option of maybe adding milk and granite has made it a go-to snack for many. And if you left the Gari in the water for a while, it would expand, increasing the volume and therefore making the dish more filling. Gari soakings is ideally sweet, stomach filling, and a low-costing meal that everybody can enjoy. And that is where Procos Ghana Limited and Kivo come into the equation. So in October 2023, Kivo, which was producing powdered pepper, introduced the Kivo Gari Mix, a bold new product to latch onto the already existent Gari market, delivering pre-mixed Gari, granite, sugar, and milk in a striking orange and red pouch, making an already easy process much easier and accessible. And its price tag at 5 cedis made it a cheaper alternative to getting the individual ingredients and mixing it for a similar quantity and taste. It came in 50 grams and 125 gram pouches. Apart from the low cost and low effort in preparation, Kivo is actually very good. Personally, I hadn't tried it until recently. It's quite comparable to Cerelac. A comparison many other people have also noticed. It has that richness and filling quality and seemingly uses premium ingredients. But some people had their gripes with their product, with some people saying it was too sweet or too creamy for their taste. But for me, it was fine, it was okay. And when water is added, it creates a very strong hydrocarbon bond, which makes the meal amazing. And I also had a few people try it out who were also blown away by its taste. So that is when I understood the absolute genius of this product and the possibilities that could lie ahead of it. This product to me is obviously aimed at high school students. It is affordable, easy to prepare, and satisfy the value equation to a T. For those of you who are not familiar, in economics, to deliver the most amount of value to your customers, the value equation is often referred to. The value equation equals dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of success divided by effort or sacrifice times the time delay. So to deliver the most amount of value to your customers, you are supposed to try and increase the numerator while keeping the denominator as small as possible. And that is exactly what Kivo did with Kivo Gari Mix. The numerators, which are the dream outcome and perceived likelihood of success, stand in for delivering great tasting and satisfying meals in every pack, and the denominators, effort and sacrifice, where effort or sacrifice can be seen as the cost of the product and the time delay, how long it takes to prepare, were kept minimal. So that paired with the current economic crisis Ghana faces cooked up the perfect recipe for an astounding product. And Ghanaians had a lot to say about it. Some users on Twitter said, Kivo Gari is the greatest human invention of all time. Another user stated, boys really did survive on Kivo Gari, with some even declaring Kivo's supremacy over established brands like Cowbell and Nido. But others complained about it being too sugary or too creamy, while some others also wanted a variation without nuts. So they responded by producing one low sugar variant and another variant with no nuts, diversifying its product offerings to satisfy the needs and preferences of its customer groups and reducing the risk of alienating customers. So with this, it is easy to understand why all high school students want this in their chop box, why this has been widely accepted by the Ghanaian market, why it is taking up shelf spaces at supermarkets and malls, and why the online discourse about the product grows by the day. One such online discourse was started by Carlite, who made this catchy jingle about Kivo you may have heard of. Nigo, Sigo, Niego, Niego, Nigo, Sigo, hey, too much in shade, too much in shade, too much in shade, what's it, hey, Kivo, say, Migo, Nye, Niego, say, hey, I say, I'm a 1%, I'm a 1%, I'm a 1%, hey, I say, the success of this jingle and the subsequent deal with the brand further pushes Kivo to territories I may not have known of it before. In the case of Ghana, it's not much different from that of Nigeria and other West African countries. So after dominating Ghana, one might ask, what's next? And well, increasing sales by getting into new markets. And first steps like ambassadorial deals for celebrities have already been taken. They've signed cereal brand ambassador and Ghanaian actress Anama McBrown and football star Mohammed Kudus, humanizing the brand and helping cement its credibility while increasing brand awareness. These are all strategies to help cement its name and help it reach into new markets like the Nigerian market, where a large majority of people love their gari. And apparently they've already started selling the product in Nigeria. According to this user on LinkedIn who said, we launched our new product Kivo, which is an instant meal and it can be consumed on the go 3-in-1 pouch. It's the first of its kind in Nigeria. And if things are done right, we may be living in the early stages of what will be one of the greatest brands in Africa. So have you tried Kivo? What did you think about it? Did you love it or you hated it? Would you change anything about it? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And you can check this video about how one of the most successful African comedians went crazy for love. Or you can also click on this video about what is contained in this mystery box. With that said, thank you for watching and I'll see you another time. Bye.